Northland Productions is a multifunctional audio company specializing in concert productions, booking promotions, live recording, and studio recording. This presentation is an overview of one music festival, Pints on the Prairie, a music, food, and craft beer outdoor event promoting the community and the arts. Metal music is becoming extremely popular once again. We had a big rash of American metal in the 80s and 90s, but the current metal community is becoming a worldwide force. Yet the United States is very limited when it comes to localized music festivals. We can use this to our advantage due to the fact that 51% of Americans attended live events in 2015. Northland Productions' solution is to fill this extreme metal void. Currently in the United States, we have very few metal festivals, and even less that tour. Ozzfest is one of the only metal events that is on tour, and Maryland Death Fest is one of the largest East Coast yearly events. Northland Productions plans to fill this void with a touring event that is cost-effective, jam-packed with artists, and expanding every year. We will do this with our years of experience and interaction with metal bands from across the globe. This plan starts with a 3-month tour consisting of 24 shows. Each show will feature 15 bands with a maximum attendance of 5,000 people. The target market for these events will be predominantly males 18 to 35 years of age. Most of the studies point to a more male-dominated audience, but the female numbers are still rather good and rising. There are many generations of metalheads, 35 to 45, and 45 and older. Young or old, we plan to appeal to all extreme metal fans. As mentioned earlier, Maryland Death Fest is a competitor, but it's only a yearly event. As with most of these festivals on this list, not very many festivals tour. In the United States, Coachella and Austin City Limits are major contenders, but not at the point as we enter the market. Ozzfest is really America's only touring metal festival. In Europe and South America, you have festivals like Wiccan Open Air and Rock in Rio. These are still not touring festivals. Think of an extreme metal warp tour with a 5,000 ticket limit. This will be achieved by maintaining a small staff with years of experience and a small home office to keep the overhead low. Operations are rather simple. Our management specializes in audio as well as booking entertainment. This can keep costs low on both the management side and the venue side. Northland Productions marketing will also be done in-house. This will consist of a social media campaign, display advertisement and print advertisement, and an email marketing campaign. Of course, the social media campaign will focus on the most popular platforms, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. These will be ad blasted on a weekly basis. Our display advertisement will focus more on sites like Spotify, Pandora, Guitar Center, YouTube, those things, targeting people that mainly search metal music or extreme metal music. The email marketing campaign will mainly focus on VIP ticket holders. This will offer monthly incentives and discount prices for future events and VIP events. Our print campaign will be done 1 month before each event. Their job will be to physically hang up flyers for the event. Some important times for the company and the festival. January 1st, open the company doors, develop marketing campaign, and renovate home offices. February 1st, launch social media campaigns. Begin with weekly blasts on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We will also start developing our print ads at this time. April 1st, launch print ads and TV radio ads. These will be in preparation for the events in the months to come. June 1st, the shows begin. The tour will last 24 shows and finish just at the end of August. September 1st, we plan next year's marketing for next year's events. Ticket sales account for most of our revenue. The plan calls for 120,000 tickets sold at $7 a piece. This will roughly bring in about $8,415,000. We will also have merchandising supplements. The plan calls for shirts, hats, and lighters. The total revenues from these bring in about $400,000. Finally, we have a limited amount of employees. This will keep our overhead low, which we can reinvest for the next year's events. For funding, we're looking at roughly $350,000 for two different scenarios: building a new building or renting an existing building. First, we have a detailed list of an outline of building our own building. It calls for roughly $287,000 for purchases of building materials, land, and computers. All the things similar on both lists except for building the new building. Of course, on here, the extra revenue would go towards employee wages and benefits. The advantage to this plan is in the end, we'd have our own building. The second list we see is the renting option. As you can see here, the total startup capital requirement is a little higher, but it will be covered by the president and vice president of Northland Productions. The added expenses come from rent and improving a building that we are renting. The investment will be offered at a 45% return on investment per year, with negotiations to increase to 51% with long-term investment plans. Some of this we'll be looking for in cash, some of this we'll be looking for in sponsorship activity. An audio gear donation is just as good as cash. Well then, what does this all mean? Where do we go from here? Who do I contact? Well, the overview has been of a festival that consists of next year, hopefully the year after that, and the year after that. A 24-show tour with 5,000 tickets per show, roughly sold at about $70 a piece, bringing in before expenses roughly about $8 million. With $5 million spent, that leaves you roughly $3 million for the next year to invest. Hopefully the next year we'll sell 10,000 tickets, the next year after that 20,000 tickets. As we grow, your investment will grow. So please, contact Nicholas Evans.